Hello and welcome to Joburg Today. My name is Tumi Tlapo, bringing you the best of what's going down in and around Johannesburg. A global celebration of house music took place this past weekend, featuring both local and international superstars. Riley and Mpo went to the event this past weekend. Let's have a look at what went down.
Back to the old school is about getting the best DJs in the world. And I think that nowadays there's people out there that want to hear old school house. Proper, four to the floor, straight up house music. And there's so much EDM, there's so much noise at the moment out there. Back to the old school is about going back to the old school, going back to the original godfathers, the legends, the people that created the whole house music scene.
Amazing event, you know, good idea, I love it. Back to the old school. We love the classics and I think everybody does. So I'm here to enjoy the event and looking forward to all the DJs.
My biggest highlight is still Black Coffee, but I really enjoyed also the DJ Arch Jr. Yeah.
I think also it's for me Black Coffee, but even Sanchez and Morales and Archie as well. Like, he was so cute when he was on stage, so it's really like touch your heart, you know?
It's awesome, awesome. Best show ever. I love hip hop, but this for house, it's getting me back to my old days. I used to love house as a kid, and yeah, I think it's getting me back.
The event is actually spectacular. There are a lot of people who really appreciate the artists and the caliber of music that's being presented here today, so it's amazing.
I'm honored to be a part of this. I'm humbled to be, as a DJ, you know, listening to these guys, Morales, Todd Terry and all that, and I get the opportunity to share, I'm not going to say the decks, the CDJs, you know. Yeah, that's another tick off of my list.
What an awesome night it has been right here in Mary Fitzgerald Square, bringing it back to the old school. And like they say, there's no school better than the old school.
I can just agree with that, Riley. I had so much fun. I'm still having so much fun. I feel like my mom would have enjoyed it more, Riley. Like, it is so nice. It's so beautiful right here in the heart of Johannesburg. And as it all goes, you know, Joburg Today hosts the best entertainment news. So we're just here to party, Riley.
Yep.
And continue some more.
Yes, of course.
So ciao ciao from us, when we'll see you later.
I'm Riley Sagani Posakwe.
And I'm Pomashiko.
For Joburg Today.
Yes, man.
Like us on Facebook, joburgtoday.tv, and follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today. If you're one of those that are constantly on the move, do catch us on pockettv.mobi, and that's pocket with an I. Expression comes in many forms. An image can sum up what one feels without uttering a word. In the case of Riser, he leaves a lasting impression on all who walk through his door.
I love my job because I get to do a lot of cool things, one of which is get a tattoo. That's right, I said get a tattoo. And I'm right here at the True Black Studio to get one done. So why don't you follow me? Come on.
When I wanted to do tattoos, it was mainly a white culture. It wasn't as popular as it is today in the black communities. So the reason I started tattoos was, look, I wanted to get a tattoo, but every time I would see like a crappy tattoo, like either it's bumpy or it's done badly or it looks like a scar. And everywhere I went was like the same results I got. So that prompted me into getting into tattoos.
You started off as a graffiti artist, then moved into tattoo artistry. Now, what prompted that change?
I always wanted to do tattoos, but I started doing like graffiti and graphic design before. So it was pretty difficult for me to start off as a tattoo artist because it's not like a once-off decision, like I just want to do tattoos and you just jump into it. You gotta have lessons and lessons, you gotta have people teaching you, you gotta take apprenticeship. So it was pretty difficult for me to get that. So I actually started doing graffiti and getting exposure and getting to know the people who could give me a word or two on what to do or where to look at.
what sort of problems did you encounter? Because we're talking about two different kinds of canvas.
There's not much of a difference because I mean you paint the artwork on the wall, it stays there for as long as it stays, and whatever the final product you leave out there determines what the people will feel, what people will see, and what people will love. And when it comes to tattoos, you gotta make sure the same thing that you apply on the wall, you have to apply on a person because, I mean, it's on the skin and it's forever.
Now, in terms of what's happening in Joburg, tattoos are a very big thing. In fact, you could say it's a culture now. What sort of trends have you noticed or observed as a tattoo artist?
The growth, I would say, is entirely from the media. I mean, at this point, we have, like, I would say 60% of entertainers sporting tattoos every here and there. And you get like people like Wiz Khalifa, Tiger, people covered in tattoos, and Rihanna's and them. Like these are people who influence a lot of like people to get tattoos now. And also people were sort of like held back, like they didn't believe in tattoos. They always had this notion that tattoos are evil, tattoos are dark, you could be gangster. In
terms of the beginner, let's say the newcomer, one who wants to get a tattoo, what is the best advice you probably give to them?
Be sure what you're getting. Like you have to be really sure. I mean, I advise half the people, like, look, at least take a month contemplating what you're gonna get. Don't just jump into it because it's a once-off decision that's gonna be forever. So usually I would recommend people something that's unique, something that's significant to them, something that would really like represent them. Even 10 years later, you know, they can still carry the same feeling.
And still get that feeling, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the advice I give first timers.
Well, listen, I'm here for a consultation with you. I'm ready to get my tattoo consultation on. Let's do this.
Yeah,
great.
Let's go.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Lois Mkize, and you're watching Joburg Today.
And that's all for today. For more on the city, do check out our playlist. From myself, Dumin Chapo, I now leave you with Kerry Wolf with Boys.
Back in ETV.
Two boys with blue eyes and two boys with gray. And all four of those silly boys made me this way. They are the reason that I'll tease and I'll taunt, leaving with smiles and thoughts that haunt. Because one was a saint and one was sly. That's why I won't date a very nice guy. Because surprise, 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 men are human, so men can lie. 'Cause Cupid is playing target practice on my heart. That sneaky, silly bastard can't have enough of my tears, my lust, and my heavenly love. Two men with nice hands and two men with jokes. These were the men that made my soul choke. I said they are the reason why I won't confess, why I wear a skirt and not a pretty, pretty, pretty white dress. No, no, because one was a snake and one was a fox. These men were sexy but none had good hearts. So when the day of love comes calling, you don't know if I'll stay or if I'll keep on walking. playing target practice on my heart. That sneaky, silly bastard can't have enough of my tears, my lust, and my heavenly love. 'Cause I had an angel glittered in sin. He loved his whiskey, he loved his gin. So maybe I'm sexy and maybe I'm sweet. I've had all the boys, the men and the creeps. So hard to get will be my game, because all these men made me this way. So to all the men and all the boys who made me love them and use me as a toy, I said thanks for coming, I enjoyed your show. Now enjoy the cold of your own regretful. So, 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 your own regretful. So